Hi friend, this is JP from DuffTones.com, and in this video I want to give you 5 important tips so you get better results when you're recording vocals in your home studio. So let's go ahead and start with the first tip, which is the right input level. You can adjust this level from the gain knob of your audio interface. It's a gain knob of a preamp and it amplifies the signal of your microphone, so you want to make sure you're not clipping even in the loudest parts. If you clip, you get digital distortion, it's not musical and you can't fix it later on, so you want to leave enough headroom. At the same time, you want to adjust the gain knob enough so that you can easily see the waveform of the recorded audio. If you can't see the waveform properly, turn up the gain. Now we can see the waveform, but we're not even close to clipping. This is a good input level. So to get the right input level, you want to turn up the gain of your audio interface. Listening or monitoring level is a whole different thing. You can adjust it inside your DAW. So when you get the right input level, you don't want to touch the gain knob anymore. Instead, if you want to hear yourself better, just turn up the fader of the track you are recording, or turn the other instruments or backing track down. So remember, you set the input level from audio interface and listening or monitoring level from DAW. Right, let's move on to the next tip, which is proper distance from a mic. You want to keep your distance to get more natural sound. Good starting point with condenser microphones is somewhere around 15 to 20 centimeters or 5 to 7 inches. With dynamic microphones you can start closer because they are not as sensitive. When the pop filter is around 8 to 10 centimeters from the mic, you want at least the same distance in between the pop filter and your mouth. You want to keep your distance because when I move closer to the mic, the boomier the sound gets and a bit muddy too. The sound is unnatural. And what's more, when I move my head even slightly, the tone and the volume changes quite a bit. And when I'm further away, slight movement doesn't affect the sound that much. And if the song has quiet parts, you can be a bit closer. And when there's a louder part, you can back away a little. Moving on to the next tip, mic placement in a room. If you have a normal bedroom, that's a middle-sized room, and you have little or no acoustic treatment, your best bet is to place the mic in the middle of the room. This way you are further away from the walls that cause all the reflections. Because when you're singing to a mic, at the same time you're singing past the mic into the wall and the sound wave bounces back as a reflection. And this happens to every direction. But because your mic is in the middle of the room, you get as little reflections as possible and also the cleanest vocal sound. Instead, if you place your mic into a corner, the walls are much closer and so the mic picks up more reflections. However, it's a whole different thing if you have acoustically treated the corner of your room so that there aren't any reflections. Then you can of course sing there and get good results. It sort of works as a vocal booth. Vocal booths are really small rooms, but the walls have been acoustically treated so there's no reflections. But instead, if you sing in a small closet that hasn't been acoustically treated, it will sound bad because the walls are so close. Right, moving on to the next tip, you want to deal with plosives. And by plosives, I mean this sound. It's the sound of air hitting the capsule of the mic. This can ruin your otherwise good vocal take, and it can be sneaky to notice, so sometimes you spot it when it's already too late, so you want to deal with it beforehand. At first, try to make the plosive sound in front of your mic, and if the plosive sound is clearly emphasized, try to sing a bit past the mic. This way the air from your mouth is not hitting straight to the capsule, and you get less plosives. Vocal mics are usually cardioid pattern, so this means they pick up sounds even from their sides. Alright, so let's take a quick comparison how plosives sound in front of the mic and when you sing a bit past the mic. Pop filter and the whole mic moves from the plosives. Let's try to move a bit to the side. Much better, not so much plosives anymore. The last tip is about dealing with excess sibilance. So the sounds are easily emphasized, and when you start to EQ and compress your vocals, the sibilance gets further emphasized. You can tame the sibilance to a certain point with de-esser, but too much will sound unnatural, so you want to deal with it head-on in the recording phase. So to get less sibilance, you can again sing a bit past the mic or over the mic, or if needed, both. Let's take a listen how much less sibilance we get when we sing past the mic and when we sing over and past the mic. And a quick recap. Alright, these are all the 5 tips. And I tell you, if you take all these 5 tips into consideration when you're recording vocals, you're already ahead of so many people out there. And you have every opportunity to make professional sounding vocal recordings. These 5 tips are kind of easy to make, but it's even easier to ignore them. And that's what most people are doing. So don't be most people, be better. And if you want to know more about making professional quality music from your home, download this free guide that I've made just for you. It's about turning your homemade demos into pro-sounding full songs. You can get it from toughtones.com/guide, and it doesn't obligate to anything. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please leave thumbs up and remember to subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.